Welcome along. It is the free-to-play account. This is the account with zero spend on F1 Clash, and we are going for a challenger of victory. Yes, last week we didn't qualify. We got that beautiful Q medal, but we're going a little bit stronger this week and hoping for the best. It is, of course, a part one. There will be part two coming up later on today, so make sure you come back and check it out. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. As you can see, road to 10k. Wow, and truly on its way. Let's show you then what we've got coming up. We've got that Zhou Guan Yu boost as well. And you can see here at the tracks, we've got a bit of Monaco, Monza, Japan and Singapore in races number 1 to 4. And then in part 2, we're going to have Baku, Austin, Montreal and Abu Dhabi to round it off. So hopefully we can get a good score. Now in qualifying, we scored 182. We did very solid indeed. Very happy with that one. And I'll just show you what we're running at present. That is our car setup. Few upgrades, but we don't really have the coins. And we're going to stick with Lewis Hamilton because of his race start up at 43. He's going to help us massively. So let's get this baby underway, shall we? Let's go and try and smash it as best as we can. We've got race 1 coming up. It's defending on a cornering track. We're off to Monaco for maybe the glitz, the glam, and hopefully some 47 points. So here we go. Our first matchup of this opening round. Remember, you need to be getting through to the final round so you can secure some prizes. Challenger GP, which we are in at the moment, is series 1 to 6 parts. So that is what we are running also. Let's see where we qualify. You expect Hamilton to be pushed back, but his race start is so good. P6, P15, that's our problem with Hamilton. But let's see if we can get the job done. Now, obviously, you want to use boosts if you can. It is a cornering track, and we've got some free boosts from before. So we're going to use Jin on both of them. Can we secure points? That was the bonus of running last season. We've got boosts from GPs. Now, we're going to go and give it a shot. Hamilton gets a fast start, so it's an okay start, but he's not made any big ground so far. Hopefully, our fast car can bring us through nicely. We're currently in P3 with Zhou Guan Yu, who is trying to get past Sainz. The rival has just took the lead here, and we're going to try and close him down. Hamilton is up to P7. He's made some great grounds with a decent start, and we are on our way to trying to catch up. Zhou Guan Yu takes the lead of this race with Hamilton taking 2 positions. That is what we want.
Wow, an incredible overtake.
Zhou Guan Yu is in to P1. Now, expect the rival to be pushing as well here. So we're going to have to gain some power unit back so we can hold them off. But at the minute, it's a very decent start. Now, Zhou Guan Yu, while we're ahead, we are just going to conserve and gain some of that power unit. You can see the rival's currently pushing. And I'm going to make sure that we beat the rival. That's our biggest threat at the moment. 28% we're on. And now we're catching up with the cars ahead as well. So we're in striking distance of scoring 47 points. Remember, zero spend on this account. Rival has used all of their power unit now. And now we've got the 2 Ferraris and Zhou Guan Yu ahead. When does this play out? Will it play out straight away? Or do we play the long game here? We are catching up on the Ferraris very slowly. And we're going to just get that power unit again. We're into the chicane is your best point of overtaking on this circuit. We're going to close up to Charles Leclerc, who's looking for pole in the Monaco Grand Prix. And now we can push into the chicane, overtake every time. Oh, it backed me up. It did me. We got into P4. So Sainz ahead of us in P3. Zhou Guan Yu just starting another lap. Going to conserve with him. And Hamilton is very solidly in P4 right now. Zhou Guan Yu's got a nice, decent gap ahead. And again, we're just approaching Sainz. Sainz is on mediums too. Zhou Guan Yu is right there as well, as you can see. So we are in a nice little position. Now I'm going to push Zhou Guan Yu to create a gap. Can we push Hamilton? Can we sneak the Ferrari here? We're a little bit far back, and that's fine. Zhou Guan Yu is pushed. Hopefully we can jump one of these in the pits. Let's make sure we push Hamilton now. Everyone coming in, Leclerc carrying on round. No double stacking. Oh, it's a beautiful pit stop. It's a beauty. And we're just coming out ahead of the rival, who goes for soft tyres. Soft tyres for the rival then. Hamilton out in P7 up the hill. We're going to try and get past the rival here, and we do. It is a good move. It's up to P5. Zhou Guanyu is in P3. Can we keep pushing? We need to push at the chicane. Best place to overtake. Past Piastri we go. Through goes Hamilton.
Okay, Lewis, it's hammer time.
Come on, Lewis. We want the 47 points to kick off this Challenger GP. Ferrari in the pits. Can we jump the Ferrari? He's coming out of the pits now. We're going to move ahead. We're going to move into P2. And that Ferrari is on hard tyres. That could be job done. 4 mediums. But that Ferrari is coming at us. Hamilton defends well. Leclerc just opened that accelerator a little bit. But we're all good. Gonna save some power unit where we can so we can defend. It is looking solid here. Now the rival's gone on to softs. That means he's going to pit again. And we should be all good for some big points to start off this Challenger GP. What a week of difference that in store for us right now. Zhou Guanyu flying ahead. He is currently nice and clear. Hamilton is clear as well as we go into the hairpin. And we're looking very good under the tunnel for Hamilton. Wish we could see under the tunnel. That would be pretty cool. Please do let me know in the comments down below today, what GP are you running? I want to know if you're running Junior, Challenger, Contender or Champion. I want to see as many comments in that chat as possible. And if you're enjoying the videos, hit them like button. That is a true way of me knowing that you enjoy the content that we are producing. Hamilton starts his final lap. Zhou Guanyu leading from Lewis Hamilton in second. We can push Hamilton and secure the win, but you can see the rival has just pitted again. So our biggest threat is the Ferrari, and we should be all good. Zhou Guanyu is going to come home in a beautiful P1. And he's just rounding the final few corners now. Hamilton following suit though. Zhou Guanyu will run out of tyre, but you don't lose too much time here, as you can see at this track when you run out of tyres. Hamilton coming down the straight as well. It is our first P1, P2 of a GP for the free-to-play account.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Oh yes, it is. Rival coming home in decent enough position, 32 points. Hamilton's our problem with his bad positioning on the grid, but his race start kicks up for it. Good win, good solid win. 47 points to kick off. Magnussen up there for the rival. And a decent enough car as well. Come on! Race number 2. We are off to Monza. And it's always a bit difficult to get used to the tyres on weaker drivers compared to my main account. We're racing speed and defending track stats for Monza, which means it's a little bit more difficult. We don't have the strongest setup in the world for speed. And we have also got a real player here. Hamilton's going to start back, as you can see. P1 for Zhou Guanyu though. Hamilton, I think I'm going to go on to softs. We're going to try and do a 2-3-3. I don't know how well the softs are going to last though. It is a speed circuit. So we are going to try and have a look. Speed and defending. So I could go on to Eagle, to be honest. And again, speed and defending. I might go double Eagle. I could go Tulip though. But I want a little bit more tyres. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to see if I can get 3 laps on the softs. We should be able to, but it could be pretty warm. Can we get a good race start? Zhou Guanyu starts on pole for the Monza GP, and he's away. Gladiator for the rival. Good boost, that Gladiator. We're not using a race start, so the rival will have an advantage. And as we race away, it's P1 for Zhou Guanyu. It's P16, looking a little bit better. P14 for Hamilton. Now we've took tyres, which means we might get away with a 3-3-2 on this circuit. But we will obviously find out as we race through. Hamilton's making great ground, already up to P11. And I think we are going to get 3-3-2 quite comfortably here with the boost that we've got. Zhou Guanyu defending, we're just seeing that now as the rival is on the mediums. We probably could have gone 4 medium. Probably should have thought about that one a little bit more. But Zhou Guanyu is defending well at the moment. Hamilton trying to get through. Didn't really think about the the one stop, sorry. So maybe I'm a bit of a disadvantage here. We have got pace. I think Rival's definitely doing a one stop. Can Hamilton get through? Not quite. Well, he's looking pretty quick though. And yeah, I mean, we can nearly do... We're definitely on the wrong strategy. Rival's using quite a lot of their tyre. As we go round the outside of Piastri. Hopefully we can sneak this one through the bag. But I think I should have gone 4 medium, if I'm honest. We might drop some points here. Zhou Guanyu can push. Probably could have gone for the mediums. Hamilton closing in. Have pushed Zhou Guanyu away. Which is good. Will the rival pit or they'll go around? Rival does pit on the mediums, so not the end of the world. And everyone does pit actually. So if we'd have thought about the Eagle more, we could have gone for that one stop. Perez carries on through. And we come out nicely ahead of the rival. And we're going to take... Oh, Zhou Guanyu trying to get through. Hamilton comes back out. And he's got Gasly ahead of him. And he's quickly got through Gasly. We need to get some power unit back, though, here. As quick as we can. The hunt is on. Zhou Guanyu's getting some good... Rival's gone mediums again. Hamilton... He's catching up cars, and that rival is out of tyres. That is what we like to see. That helps us. Every little helps. And now we're trying to attack. One stop would have been good if we had thought about it. Because Perez comes back out. He'll be on the one stop. Zhou Guanyu is cruising along. But he's up to 7th, is Hamilton. That'll be good for tomorrow. Very good learning if we get 3-4 tomorrow. And now Zhou Guanyu carrying on through. Trying to catch up Perez, I think, ahead. Perez seems pretty quick. He's on the softs. Might be another pit stop for most people round this track, actually. It might not be the end of the world, this. So we catch up Perez a little bit down the straight. Again, trying to conserve that power unit so we can attack in a couple of laps. And Rival's got a pit. We are quite far behind, though, with Hamilton. That's the problem. Let's try and close up a tad. Through here. Okay, I think a 4 medium would have absolutely rinsed this with Eagle. Tomorrow is the day we do that for sure. Zhou Guanyu is in, though. Rival's going for softs as well. And we are out in P2. Hamilton pits. He's doing okay from the back of the grid, though. I must say. And he's currently going to come out ahead of these two coming down the straight as well. So into P9, Hamilton goes. If we can get a few more points, sneak some more points out, that would be good. Monaco's always a little bit of a difficult track. As we start to open the tank. And try and accelerate to the field. Zhou Guanyu is in the lead now. We can push Zhou Guanyu. Hamilton's going to make up one position. Ferrari and Red Bull coming out, but we haven't got the pace to catch up. Starting too far back with Hamilton, that's our issue. Do we need to replace Hamilton? That's a question. As Ferrari would say. We are checking. We'll stick with him. I think strategy was the killer there because he's got so much tyre. As there is Kevin Magnussen. Kevin! As we go round. But it's okay. It's not what we probably wanted. It's still 41 points though, which is not the end of the world. feel like we can't have too many more moments of drop points on that level. 3 for Zhou Guan Yu, P13 for the rival. Yeah, we're left to rue a little bit there. I think mediums was the play, but that's me not used to the tyres for these drivers. 41 points. We'll take it and we'll move on from that. You can see there, level 2, level 4 for the rival. Probably need a lot better qualifying position for Hamilton and a decent setup for the rival too. Race number 3, a little bit of a tough matchup. And with them drop points in the previous race, we need to keep up the pressure because we want to make it through to the final round. But Challenger will be tough. So hopefully we can still make it. Let's see where we qualify. Hamilton's going to absolutely destroy it from the back. So we've got to look at what we do with him. As you can see, we're missing out massively. P16. So it is race start and cornering. Now, I don't really have a lot that I can use here. Jin, obviously, on the cornering. I am going to run a medium, though. And do I have race start and cornering anywhere else? I do have a cuppa. Let's try that. So, a 3-2-2 is what we're thinking. Look how far Hamilton is back on the grid. Need to send out a search party for him, but here he comes. Lewis Hamilton through the pack with that race start. I think we got unlucky with strategy in Monza, but already, look, up to P5. That is an extremely important start from Lewis and shows you how a race start is so important. Hamilton, P4 into P3, and we can cut these down. What a start by Lewis. That is what we were after. And now we can let him just cruise away from the hard tyres. We can do 3 laps with both drivers here and do a 3-2-2. So an extra stop, but we're already pulling clear. That is what we needed. We needed a better race this time round. Just got to cruise this now. Rival is going to start pushing. They are already pushing, I believe. And they are. But because they're on the hard tyre, they're a lot slower. Leclerc is on the softs, and you can see with that cuppa, we are keeping right on the back of Charles Leclerc, keeping him honest. We're trying to hunt down the Ferrari as we try and make a move into the final corner. We are after the Ferrari. There's a move. He's in the pits. And that is through. We go. P1, P2. Soft tyres now for the boys in slightly blue. And we're going to push Zhou Guan Yu. We're a little bit close together. Let's use Hamilton to get some power unit back. Because we need to just make sure that we don't double stack too hard. We are going to double stack here. But it's important that we try and gain some of that power unit. 66% for Hamilton. As Zhou Guan Yu comes in. Probably are going to double stack here. It's only by 1.5 seconds. It's not the end of the world. Rival is in as well. He's going to mediums. Hamilton will drop down the order, but he'll only come out in P4. That is good. P4. And look how quick Hamilton catches up the Ferrari and the Red Bull. And he's already on their toes. Leclerc pitted the lap before on the mediums now. And we're through already. Hamilton into P3. Zhou Guan Yu in P1. And now Hamilton sets himself on Max Verstappen. Oh, he looked for it. And now he gets the job done. We're all good here. It was a blip in Monza. We messed up the strategy, but now we're away. And we can fly as quick as we can. 1 stop to go. Coppa, we're running out of boost, sadly. Jin, we've got a fair amount for the cornering circuits. And this is looking good now. We can push Hamilton whenever we want to. We've got a gap of 8.8 seconds. With also Leclerc coming in behind us. So we're not going to drop positions here. As Zhou Guan Yu is already in. Come on, team, get to work. Oh, a little bit slower on the front left. We don't like the front left tyre, clearly, look. We need to sack them, get a new one. Hamilton, can he get ahead of the rival? Yes, he can. He's into P3. He's got to hunt down the Mercedes of Hamilton, who is yet to make another pit stop. So this is good. This should be all good now. We should fly past Hamilton. There we go. Up to P2. And a 47-point may continue races 1 and 3 here. That is all the boost that we need to use in this race now. As Zhou Guanyu starts the final lap in P1. Hamilton in P2. Field behind us, just pitting now as well. And we're going to be pulling well clear all the way up back to P6. Charles Leclerc on the mediums, who carries on, and we have pulled a massive gap. We can even push. We've got room to push for Zhou Guanyu and Ham. That's what we need. They're pushing Hamilton all the way. There is Kevin Magnussen all the time.
Kevin!
See you later.
Absolutely unstoppable.
We are flying along. We are flying. P1 for Zhou Guanyu. P2 for Lewis Hamilton. And it is going to mean that we take 47 points from race number 3. 47, 41, 47 so far for the free-to-play account. And part 1 has 1 remaining race to go as well. We'll wait for the rival to come across the line, currently P15. And yeah, we did that nicely. It was a difficult enough matchup, but Hamilton, with that beautiful race start, did manage to get a beautiful run. 47 points, rival 28, which I think it was a bot there. 661 team score for the rival. And you can see, decent car, decent drivers, and yeah, quite qualifying heavy car. Here we go, another tough matchup, but we are on our way to race number 4 at Singapore under the lights. Difficult tyre management here at Singapore as well, but hopefully we can bring the goodies. Can we score another 47? It would actually make it a disappointing round because we should have done better. But you can see there, qualifying Hamilton, only P15. And it's race start, remember, as well. Race start and cornering. I don't really have a lot. I am going to go for the ballast boost here. Free boost for race number 4. Come on. Hamilton, we're doing a 2-2-2. We've got a fast start from Hamilton as well. We need it to be better. We need him to get through the pack. Zhou Guanyu has got through the pack, and he takes himself into P2. Hamilton on these free boosts is not far away. He's currently into the top 10 now in P9, with Zhou Guanyu just hitting the front. Now, the rival's problem is them soft tyres only really last a lap, so we can keep pushing here, and he'll come back out in the pack. P8 for Hamilton, and he's going to move past Charles Leclerc with Sergio Perez now ahead of him. He takes the inside line and is now on the back of the Ferrari. It's a brilliant start, and we move up to P6 with Norris just now ahead of us. Tyres are all good, and the rival's going to come in for lap 1 pit stop. You should see him swing in, and there he goes. So medium tyres now for Zhou Guanyu. Hamilton going for medium tyres too. Rival just coming out the pits on the mediums, who's just going to slot just behind us, and is now pushing. So Hamilton gets up to P4, and we can keep pushing. Can we extend this gap nicely? Tyres are okay. 2-2-2 is so powerful if you can run it. We're ahead of us. We have got medium and hards. It's Carlos Sainz, who we're all over the back of. We can't make a move. We are going to have to look after some power unit, though, in this middle stint if we want to be able to attack. Zhou Guanyu is in. Hamilton all over the back of Sainz. Rival will go on for one more lap on their mediums, as Sainz does pit as well. So Zhou Guanyu should inherit the lead here. He does. Into P1, which is all good. And have we got a safety car here? We have got a safety car here. Interesting. Just at the wrong time. Now, do we go mediums? Do we pit now, go mediums, and get 3 laps out of them on a very slow lap? Or do we just take the hards? Because we'll have a full power unit. We'll have 2 laps to push. I don't want to lose too much percentage out of these tyres, though. I'm going to go hards. I need to get these lasting. So hard tyres it is. We should have enough power unit. Let's see if the rival pits. If the rival doesn't pit in P3, they definitely won't pit in P9. And that fast safety car is now on its way. Rival does pit. And he goes to soft tyres, which means he has to pit again. Everyone chucking themselves into the pits. We're not going to group up too much because the safety car is very fast. But we are going to try and gain some of this power unit at 100%. If we've got a 100% power unit, we can attack hard here. We're in a pretty good spot. Now that rival Zhou Guanyu will go round another lap. He will run out of tyres. Because they only last 1 lap. But the problem is Hamilton is so far back because the safety car doesn't bunch them up together. I'm going to try and conserve with Zhou Guanyu and hopefully that slows them down a little bit. You can see Hamilton just getting to the back of the rival at the moment. And we're going to get racing again. And you can see we are absolutely nowhere near at the moment. We're racing and the safety car hasn't managed to allow us to catch up. So we race out front, P1. We're going to be slower on these hard compounds. Hamilton is only just going around the final corner. Look, you can see the gap. Rival's already pitted, already come out ahead of us on the hards. That's how big this safety car keeps on pushing. I'm going to try and just see if we can close these gaps. But the safety car costing us big time here in Singapore. We'll have a party if Hamilton gets to P2 in this race, I can assure you. Rival's pushing too. Can we go up the inside? That's a big move. And he takes 3 cars. Lewis Hamilton, 3 cars, 1 corner. Come on, Lewis. That is what we like to see. Max Verstappen out front is going to carry on round, I think. And that means that P2 is probably not going to be catchable here. He moves up to P5. We've got not a lot of power unit left there. Up to P4 after some pit stops. There is the rival on the hard tyres ahead of us. Max Verstappen, P2. I think P4 might be our best shot. Safety car ruining them chances after we had just pitted. Verstappen may run out of tyres, but I think he's too far ahead here. We're going to try and close on rival P3 Zhou Guanyu. And then we're going to keep the pressure on. Zhou Guanyu is going to take victory. Verstappen isn't going to run out of tyres. He's timed that to perfection. So it is going to be a P1 and P4 finish because of the safety car in the end. And Hamilton is going to come home to round this part 1 video with a P4 spot. Hamilton crosses the line. And that is the best we could do in the circumstances. We only dropped 2 points though. That is not the end of the world at all. Just shows a little bit of luck can go a long way on F1 Clash. And that is, in the end, we have to take it. I think we'd have scored more if we managed to not have a safety car. So, rival, Zhou Guanyu and Ricciardo. Yeah, interesting. But we got good points. And that rounds off this free-to-play part 1 in Challenger. 4 races down. 180 points. It's all about getting through to the final round. Hopefully, we can do that. Let me know down below what GP you're running, and hopefully you enjoyed the free-to-play account.